Good morning, everyone. Hey, welcome to another episode of Up and At It with Paul Gamboel. I'm not going to take much of your time, so I'm going to go straight into what we're going to be talking about today. Today, we're going to be looking at the benefit of failure. And I know some people, when they hear that, they were like, what do you mean by a benefit in failure? Yes, I'm sitting here today, I'm telling you that there's a benefit in failure. Why? You will not identify or know your true self or recognize your true self until you go through some kind of adversity or failure in life. When you go through failure or adversity, that changes, or open your eyes to reality, right? So, as we all know, there are a lot of things going on out there, and some failures you cannot avoid. Some failures are just inevitable. So my challenge for you this morning is the life itself is difficult. We all know that. The life itself is difficult and complicated. If you don't know, I want you to understand. I want you to know today that the life itself is difficult and complicated. So with that said, and with that in mind, what we have to do is when we fail, there's something happening inside us. When we face adversity, there's something happening inside you. So, what you achieve inwardly shapes what you do outwardly. Let me repeat that again. So, what happens to you inwardly, it determines and helps you or shape what you do outwardly. So sometimes you see people doing what they're doing today in this life, right? Some people have gone through a lot inwardly, and as a result of that, they're using their experience to change life, to shape lives, to pour back or to give back to a lot of people or the generation coming up. So what I want us to do is use your status, your influence, and your voice to speak for the voiceless. So use your status, your influence, and your voice to fight for those who are voiceless, those who cannot speak for themselves. Why do you have to do that? Imagine yourself in the life of those who do not have the opportunity that you have today. So imagine yourself in the life of those who do not have the opportunity that you have. So that is the reason why you have to use your status, your influence, and your voice to help uplift them. When you do that, when you live a life where you know one day we're all not going to be here forever, right? But your legacy will live after you. What you do and how much life you impact and how much people's life you change will be here after you. So with that in mind, I want you to do something that not only your family members will be proud of, but also thousands of people whose reality you have changed will sit and talk about it. So do something that not only your family will look at you and be proud of you, but also the people whose life you have changed, whose reality you have shaped, whose life journey you have helped to navigate will sit and be proud of you. So before I go, I will leave you with this quote from J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling says, "We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better." So we do not need all the magics to change the world. Why? Because inside you, there's something powerful that either you do not know that you have or you haven't tapped into. which is exactly what you need to help you navigate and change the world for the better. So if you haven't been following our videos, I would challenge you, check our videos out on YouTube, Up and At It with Paul Gomboer. Or so you can also follow the foundation Instagram page, the AG Foundation. Or you can also check some of my videos out on Facebook. So let me leave you with this. If nobody has said this to you today, I want to be the first person to say it to you. You can do a lot. And you can do more than what you think or feel like you can do if you keep the fire in you burning and you live every day knowing the fact that you're not going against anybody, but you're going against yourself. So the person that you need to defeat first is yourself, your inner self. And when you defeat your inner self, you will go through everything in life understanding that the life itself is a journey, not a destination. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week. You have a wonderful rest of the week. Cheers.